So hi everyone. Today we're discussing about a very interesting ChatGPT extension for browsers, using which you just can't chat, but you can talk with ChatGPT. So you would be giving instructions through your voice, and you would be receiving a voice in return. So this can be a great use when you're trying to avoid screen or when you're trying to avoid your keyboard, and just having a conversation around certain topics. So let's get started. So first of all, we'll be uh, adding this particular extension, Talk to ChatGPT, to a Chrome browser. It is one of the best extensions that I've figured so far. So I was using before this a couple of extensions for talking with ChatGPT, but they were not that great. But Talk to ChatGPT is pretty good, so you can give it a shot. So now I'm adding this particular extension to my Chrome browser, as you can see that, and it's quite easy to use as well. So I was using Prometheus before this, but it was not that great. This particular extension is pretty good if you wish to have a conversation rather than just chatting with ChatGPT. So now we'll be logging into our official ChatGPT account. So here in the top right, you can see that we have talk to ChatGPT dialogues coming in. So we'll start
Okay,
this. ChatGPT, can you tell me about what is reinforcement learning?
certainly. Reinforcement learning is a type of machine learning where an algorithm learns to make decisions by interacting with an environment. The algorithm, called an agent, receives feedback in the form of rewards or punishments based on the actions it takes within the environment. The goal of reinforcement learning is to learn a policy, which an autonomous.
Now, by pressing this button, I'm able to skip the content set by the ChatGPT. So it is not able to stop in between. But now using this particular button, I'm able to skip the whole thing. Explain me the code for DDPG in reinforcement learning.
Sure. Here is an example implementation of the Deep Deterministic Policy Gradient, DDPG, algorithm in Python using the TensorFlow library. Python copy code import TensorFlow STF.
Now
Import NumPy as NP.
using this button, I've just muted the whole audio. Or like I can also skip a chat, like the extension to give voice outputs. So it is now still giving us the text output, but we have stopped the voice output. Now if you go into the settings part, we can change the audio voice that is coming in Google Hindi or English as well. Many options are there. What is the talking speed? We can change that. Pitch we can change, and many other options are present that we can change. So here you saw how we can talk to ChatGPT instead of just chatting, and this is quite fun when you're not dealing with some codes and all. So you can take your time off from the screen and from the keyboard and just have a normal conversation.